Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing good. This is not for the reason why y'all are expecting. We've got this on because we're painting in the shop. My son is doing painting in the shop. Hey! How's everybody doing? Hey, Southern Dirt. Walsh, Mr. Tony. Hey, Mr. Steve, how's everybody doing? We've been painting in the shop. My son's painting all the stuff that's black on his truck. Hey, Rick, what's going on, buddy? Rose Services. Yeah, we've been painting. He's painting all the black and stuff on his truck. He's wanting it color matched and painted white. Hey, Mark's Motorsports and Mr. Gordon. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hey, Teddy. Tim Krager. DOK, all y'all guys and gals that's coming in, if you would hit the thumbs up for us. Helps keep it spread out. Internet's slow there tonight. It's been acting a little weird here the past couple Sundays. The weather's nice here. Just need a little jacket on out here as the sun starts to drop. They canceled all the schools and stuff here in South Carolina today. So I don't know what that all entails or holds for us, but I reckon we'll deal with it and cross that bridge when we come up to it. -15 there today. Sun was melting snow off the stock trailer. Hey, Rocky Run. Yeah, we good. We buy ours at Sam's Club normally, and normally lasts a couple months when we get it. But no, we haven't bought any just because of the craziness going on. Hey, Gerraldfarms. Yeah, my son, he was just on spring break last week, and I had a blast working around the farm with him, doing stuff. We've been getting a lot of stuff done on his truck. School canceled there, Southern Dirt, and no TP to be found. Hey, Britt Farms, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, more and more stuff's getting canceled and put off every day. I just hope that they going overboard about it. I hope that it's not gonna get too bad for everyone. Same with the school up there. Tim Krager, they closed them all up there, and a lot of churches are closing too. Can't have no more than 250 people. They recommending 100 people here is what they recommended not to gather. But it's not a ban yet. As long as they let you across, you'll be here, good deal. And I'm monitoring the state park. So if the state park closes and forces us to cancel, then I'll make a video on letting everybody know. Hey, Neil Willoughby from the UK. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out and chatting with us a little bit. Schools are closed. They're starting Wednesday. The governor just announced it at 4 o'clock today. They close starting tomorrow through the end of the month. Mr. Steve said he told everybody to stock up on TP. Nobody won't listen to him though. Went to the racetrack yesterday. They had a open house, like a practice and a car show. Had a pretty good time, a good turnout of people there. Yeah, I just hope it don't get much worse, Rick. If the supply chain gets broken and people's not able to get what they used to, I just hope it don't get too out of hand. We actually took the 5140 out Friday, I believe, and done some bush hogging with it to work it a little. That's the only thing I could find to do with it, to try to test it a little, and everything seems to work pretty good. Air conditioning was working good. The high pressure went a little high, and Mr. Monty told me to check the coils up by the radiator, and I halfway blew them out to start with, and then once he told me that, I didn't realize they was on a hinge and would swing out for me to clean them good, and when I done that, they was real dirty. Those ones that want the government to take care of them. So as I see you pull in this morning at Britt. Hey, Mr. Ed, Gerraldfarms, I appreciate you coming in, buddy. We can see $10 a roll toilet paper and 50-cent gas. If we see 50-cent gas, I'm gonna stock up on it. Diesel is way down up there, DOK. I think it's, I don't even remember. I bought diesel yesterday, and I don't even remember what it was for on road. I don't even remember. It's not real cheap. It's gone down a few cents here, maybe 15 cents a gallon, but it's not done a big drop like I hear other people saying. Don't seem to be closing nothing there yet, Neil. We just had a few local, like way upstate South Carolina, that had closed, but last night they had a confirmed case in Myrtle Beach, which is about 50 minutes from me. And as soon as that happened today, they canceled everything. Gas is 73 cents a liter. Was $1.20 a few weeks back. Wow, that's a big difference. Watching the farm diesel price, you know when to order. I think it's like $2.80, around $2.80 a gallon is what I paid for on-road diesel. I brag on my 6.0 Power Stroke a lot. A bunch of y'all be ragging it, and it crapped on me yesterday. I still haven't dove into it to figure out what the problem is, but it let me down the first time it's ever not drove itself home. Hey, Mr. Monty, What's going on, buddy? In Ohio, they said for all restaurants to close by 9. Hey, South Carolina farmer. Gas in Columbia, $1.55. I think it's like $1.80, 89 or 90, something like that here. But we haven't even checked on getting farm fuel yet. But I need to check and keep an eye on the price so we could try to take advantage of it being down. $1.88 there. It varies, yep. If y'all just coming in, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us and share it out if you know how. I'm fixing to share it right now, so y'all give me 1 second. I tell y'all to share it, and I keep forgetting to share it out. Alright, I got it shared out. $2.29 a gallon in the UP, or Upper Michigan, not the UP. $2.49. You put $3.45 in your semi today. If I missed anybody coming in, I'll try to catch you on your next comment. They're coming to fill your bulk tank next week. Hey, Matthew. What's going on, buddy? Hey, Ray. Foxworth, appreciate you dropping in and chatting with us for a second, buddy. Yeah, what did Gordon? Hey, Gordon said something a while ago, right when I went now they got the bird flu confirmed in 6 cases in South Carolina and 2 in North Carolina. Having to destroy the whole flock. That's terrible. Hey, Kirk Soller. Farm fuel $2.34. Two 1,500-gallon tanks. Appreciate you coming in, Neil. Have a good week, buddy. Whatever's on the farm, airborne disease. I think a couple years ago, Gordon, they had that bird flu went around, and they had to dispatch a bunch. Mr. Steve, you better hurry up and get on down across, ain't it, DOK? Like I said, I'm watching the state park site, trying to keep an eye on that. So if they cancel out or close, and then that'll force me to have to cancel, and just as soon as I know, I'll make a video on it. But I don't think we're gonna have nowhere next to enough people to get above the limit or the recommendations right now. Yeah, Ray, they had a pretty good crowd. I dropped a video last night on it. I think a lot of Fayetteville had an open house also. Similar but different strain for bird flu. Yeah, they Fayetteville had an open house and they had a good crowd and a bunch of guys come to Lakeview because it was a hour or two earlier. Then they practiced there and loaded up and went to Fayetteville. Shouldn't last till the end of July. Pigs up to about 140, y'all. We're gonna need help eating it. Thank you, Mr. Ray. I appreciate it, buddy. If the race still goes on next weekend, we plan on having some in-car cameras. "12 days between now and the meetup." Where's Ted and Brian? I don't know. They done abandoned us, ain't they? Modoc had a big late model race last night. What are you up to? 22 cases in Alabama. I don't know, DLK. I don't know if he was really trying to sell it, to be honest, but I don't know that, so I don't want to speak out of term. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the... Hey, Gerraldfarms. The brothers are probably trying to find a flux capacitor. Hey, Kip Robertson. Appreciate you dropping in and chatting with us a second. Yeah, they probably got tired of us here and they done moved on to greener pastures. Is all the baseball games and stuff canceled down there too, Mr. Tony? If he'd make a video on it, you share it out. Trying to find a feed mill. I know where there's a... I don't remember if it's an International or a John Deere PTO mill. It's in bad shape. If it's not, I mean, it's got a bunch of rust on it, but if it's something you're looking to put some work on and not have a bunch in it, I could hook you up, get you in contact with them, SC Farmer. World of Outlaws will be at Cherokee March the 28th. I don't think they're going to run at Cherokee March the 28th, Ray. Not unless this ban comes off or whatever they got going on. Because Cherokee's in North Carolina, I think. And North Carolina has that curfew or whatever put on right now. I don't know if anybody planting yet, Kip. I know a lot of people's getting real close. And the rain that we was getting week before last and the first of last week is about, the land's about dry enough now for people to start getting back in the field. Hey, AK Wayne. Kind of self-quarantine to keep mama happy. Hey, you can't be too careful. Keener Farms, governor just closed off restaurants and bars until further notice. People are buying corn yesterday like it's the week before deer season. I didn't really check it out, SC Farmer, to be honest. I just saw it the other day. They run a PBR deal and no one was in the stands. That's what NASCAR was going to do. NASCAR was going to run in Atlanta today, and they decided to postpone it. But that NASCAR brings a lot of money to them communities. Like Darlington racetrack's not far from me, and I heard one time how much revenue they lost when they went from 2 races a year to 1, and it was in the millions that county lost by not having that second race. And if the people can't go to the race, that means the hotels is not going to sell rooms and the restaurants is not going to serve food, and right on and on. But down to that revolving chain that I talked about. So they decided to postpone everything. But if I had to guess, if we don't get much more rain, they'll be planting here within probably 2 weeks or so. Week and a half to 2 weeks, they'll be putting it in the ground. So what's everybody been up to the weekend? Props to them for not giving in. I wonder how they make their money though. Like if the people ain't there paying the entry fee to get in, how does the arena or wherever they're hosting it at, how do they make their money? And how does the PBR make their money? Maintenance on tractors today, Monty? A lot of sponsors. Lost quite a bit. Gonna frost seed your fields and your pasture in a couple weeks. Well, there won't be no frost seeding here because the frost should be gone. If we even had any. TV ads. Had to work today, your usual day off. Well, like you, Gerraldfarms, you drive a delivery truck, and if the schools and stuff get canceled, and if you have kids that go to school and that's canceled and the daycares is closed, that means you're going to have to probably figure out a way to take care of your kids in the day and not be delivering goods. That's part of what I was talking about the other day with that supply chain. If this stuff keeps going, and that it could get bad because of them canceling everything. But I do understand it. If you have a bunch of kids and teenagers and stuff in school and stuff, that's a good place for it to spread fast and get to a lot of people. Brett single and no kids. A.K. Wayne retracted his message, so I didn't get to see his. Sounds like they're going to run 4 more rounds with the empty arenas. Tony, y'all figuring y'all lose a third of the nurses staying home with their kids? Somebody's got to take care of them if the schools is not open and daycares is closed. DOT has lifted a lot of regulations until everything's under control. Too many YouTube videos. Well, more coming this week. Yeah, he is, Mark. Him and his buddies out there working on their trucks. Hey, David. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. If y'all would, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us. Sounds like he's got that rigid impact gun out there doing something, because I hear it too. Hey, Northeast Ohio farmer. And a work experience camp here on the farm. The virus is in Columbus, Ohio. They found cases in Myrtle Beach. So the governor went on there today and canceled all schools and colleges and all that stuff. Hours of service being lifted. That's right, Mr. David. Tell them, smash that thumbs up for us. Hey, Benny's garden. I can't even make that out. My eyes ain't no good, y'all. I'm sorry. But I do appreciate you coming in, Mr. Benny. We didn't get to work on the speed hitch or quick hitch this week. We got to try it on the cutter and see what we need to modify first. Be sure to click the like button, Mark's telling everybody. Closing all the bars and restaurants at 9, but the carry out still encouraged. The robins are officially here. Just got out of the movie with your mom. Called I Still Believe. Great movie. Yeah, they can't cancel our work, Mr. Gordon. The chickens and the cows and the crops have still got to get put in the ground, and the cows has got to be fed, and the chickens have got to be taken care of. If not, it'll be a lot more chaos than it is now. It'll get a lot crazier. My son did break the hay spear on the backhoe. We've been dumping them over the fence at one cow pen instead of driving around. We'd just dump them over the fence, and then he'd come around and go in and put them where they're supposed to be. And he was trying to stand it back up with that one that clamped on the backhoe bucket, and we broke the ears off, so we got to fix that. They're saying their schools could be out to the end of June. Wow. Yes, the cows are quarantined. I haven't been in the store to look here, to be honest, Mr. David, to tell you what if we got stuff or if it's out or not. I don't know. Same thing here, Southern Dirt. We have cows probably 12 or 15 miles from us. So I don't know how they would quarantine us. If they quarantined us, they'd have to provide somebody to do the feeding, I reckon. Hey Ben, Visa Cattle Company, appreciate you dropping in, buddy. But as of now, the meetup is still on. We're still planning to go the 27th and eat on the 28th of March. Unless the state park closes. If the state park closes, then we won't have no choice, but we're going to have to cancel. Rick spoils his cows too much. The 5140 ran good Friday though. I took it out and done that bush hogging with it, about 3.5 acres of bush hogging. That's the first time I got to really use it other than haying up. And everything went real good on it. Had to actually turn the air conditioner down. But the high pressure was up, and Mr. Monty told me to make sure I cleaned the coils in front of the radiator good, and I halfway blowed them out and called it good. And then once I seen the high pressure was up, I blew it out, and I believe we got it covered now. Hey SLC, what's going on, buddy? That Manny Row. You don't know what you're here for, but I'm glad you stopped in either way, buddy. Rick better get the rest of his hay home. How do you get the comment section up for the mobile version? Mr. Ben, if you'll send me an email, then I can send you my number and I can talk to you to try to help you figure it out. But it's Gerraldfarms@gmail.com. Hey John Warren, the case is working good, buddy. The 5140, what you talking about? It's working good so far. Knock on wood. Find some wood to knock on. Okay, Ben's talking about the light on his phone while he's on here. I thought he was talking about when he does a live. Yep, click live chat. Hey, Ag Wild. Not much going on tonight, Brian. Just chatting, talking about last week and what we got. When the live come on, y'all, most of y'all didn't see the beginning. I had this on. I was telling everybody that I didn't have that on because of all the stuff that's going on. I had that on because my son's got me painting all the trim on his truck white to match his truck. We got the hay up Monday, tomorrow morning. Get everything hayed up, then we got to get my dually in the shop here. a lot of y'all be bashing the 6.0s and I be taking up for them, and mine let me down yesterday for the first time since '04. It put me to walking. We got it home this morning. We left it and went on to the racetrack and come back and got another vehicle and went to the racetrack and got it home this morning. Hey, Heritage Farm, Texas. Yeah, you do, Brian. No, I didn't see it. Brian was telling me about it. That's what Fords do. I shouldn't have bragged on it so much. I really like mine up until yesterday about 10 o'clock. I just told y'all a couple weeks ago, if that thing gives me too much trouble, I'll put a gas motor in it. Y'all might get to see that. Hey, Outcast Projects. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Yeah, we've been painting. My son, he's wanting to paint all the trim on his truck to match the paint, so which it was a good test for me. My dually needs the front fenders painted, the clear coat's coming off. And I've been hesitating on doing it because I haven't painted nothing in about 8 or 9 years. And now that he let me paint on his, I feel like I might can still do it. Finally put the panels on the tractor, on the 5140, the side panels that go under the hood. That was the first time I put them on. They was off when I bought it, and I put them on yesterday afternoon when I got home. That's probably one reason that coil for the air conditioner was stopped up, because when I bush hogged, it had that whole thing sucked full. You need to do some painting on your roller hay bine. Heritage Farm, yeah, man, the air conditioner worked good. I did have a little trouble with it. It worked perfect when I was running it for 2.5 hours probably. I actually had to turn it down because it was too cold in the cab. Then when I come home, I was talking on my phone through the radio in it, and I sat there and let it idle for about 20 minutes, and I noticed the light come on, so I hooked the gauges up on it, and the high pressure was up. And Mr. Monty Boucher told me that it was probably that coil in front of the radiator stopped up, and I blew it out, and it was filthy, and I actually blew it out, then washed it out with a water hose. Did I miss somebody coming in? Hey, BTO wannabe. I did miss you, buddy. I hate when I miss somebody coming in. You out for the night? Anyone interested in staying in touch? Look up. Appreciate you coming in, Northeast Ohio farmer. Have a good week, buddy. A bunch of people you haven't seen before. There's a cab filter on the outside where it sucks in fresh air, and I actually got a new one, and I've got it taped up to where it recirculates the air all the time, just like the one I took out was. And I ordered a filter to go inside the cab so it'll still filter it when it's recycling. Heritage phone, you need to pull the panel off the roof. It wasn't that bad on mine. I just needed help taking it off, that's for sure, because I was scared I'd drop it. Calamari sucks. Well, I have started getting rid of mine. I'm thinning them down. I told y'all it was probably coming, and it's in the process now. You've never had AC in a vehicle. Just the windows down and some speed. Well, that's our first cab tractor. And I like it so far. I can get used to that air conditioner. Hey, Chicago Joe. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. They had a pretty good open house at Lakeview yesterday, and what I understand, Fayetteville had a good one also. Lane burger was going for $40 for 5 pounds. You want some outside air to keep it pressurized. If not, the dust will get in anyway. I mean, I can always cut a small piece of tape off and let it so it can get some air. I tell you, I really like the cab. Never run one until I run my buddies last year with a cab. We've always done open station stuff. Didn't even have a canopy. My first canopy was this past summer. And the canopy made a big difference also. At least you was in the shade. But that AC was nice Friday. I think I'm going to get the windows tinted. What's y'all's opinion on that? Is that going to mess with recording out the tractor a lot if I tint the windows on it? Super clean. I use foaming super clean on the coils. Cleaning it wasn't too bad. The hardest part was trying to rinse them off with them 2 small drain pipes that it has. That was the problem, because you couldn't run a water hose up there on the cab because the drain holes weren't big enough. Half the glass on the top side. Yeah, I was thinking about tinting them to keep the sun out of your face and make it more comfortable in the cab. My son's got somebody that does his, because he loves getting tent tickets, to be totally honest with everybody. About once a month he gets tickets and has to tear it off and redo it, and he thinks the guy will come right to the farm and tint them for me. What do I need to put on them? I was thinking like a 20%. We ordered, tents great till the sun goes down. We ordered 6 LED lights to go on it. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and order like a 30-inch light bar to go on the top of the cab at the front also. Kirk Soller, you falling asleep, man? Well, get off and get you some rest and have a good week, buddy. Yeah, I was thinking about putting like 28% on them, or 20%. I just don't want them too dark, so when I'm trying to record out of it, I don't want it to mess the video part up, because I want to continue making the videos. If you go darker than 30, harder to see out. With good lights after dark. It'd be hard to see on the cloudy, rainy days. Well, the lower the number, the more it blocks, right? So 20 will be darker than 30, so I might need to change my thinking. Yeah, if it runs out good, Britt, it's gonna do it all, just like the 574 did. That's gonna make you want to work later. No, I do not plan on working at night. But a couple times I could have finished at night if I'd have had decent lights, before. And we don't like leaving our tractors out in certain fields. Depends on where they at. Some of our fields sit right on the main road highway going to Myrtle Beach, and I don't like leaving my tractor sitting out there with all that traffic. Film a video if I decide to tint the windows. Okay. Need mama for that matter. Brian can't multitask. Light makes a difference when good hay and crap hay a week later. T-Bones was on fire. Man, don't burn your steaks up. I was gonna grill one last night. I was home by myself. Rent one. Appreciate you coming in, Heritage Farm, Texas. Have a good week, buddy. Y'all give me 1 second. I gotta go feed the cat. I'm coming, guys and gals. I really think I have to go to the store tomorrow. I'm getting low on beverages. Let me see what I missed. If my son come back, I was gonna get him to come on here and talk to y'all for a second about the welding school. Hey, Blake, you want to come in here and talk to these guys about the welding school for a second?
No, not on camera.
Not on camera. How you gonna talk to him if you don't talk to him on camera? Commercial break brought to you by Jackie's lack of self-control. No, I just told her when I go outside or something. There's my son, y'all. I try to get him to talk to y'all about the welding school and stuff, but he's too. He said he's camera shy. Y'all going? Y'all fitting to run out?
We're gonna go to the house change and we're gonna go to Grayson's house. He's having a fire.
Y'all be careful. Love you, buddy. Yeah, Brian, you smooshed it up pretty good, bud. I can't. Man, you got buzzard luck. Yeah, he's getting good, DOK, about staying away from where the work's at. Overqualified. He's doing real good, y'all. They gone. They leaving out, going loafing. But I'm super proud of him, y'all. He's seems to have a good head on his shoulders and works multiple part-time jobs and helps on the farm some when I can't get by without him. That state competition that he got invited to, that's a little bit further than how far they've canceled everything. So I reckon it'll depend on how this stuff goes if he still gets to go to that. He was getting a drink. It's something that he does that's weird to me. We eat boiled peanuts here in the South a lot. I make a video about once a year of us boiling peanuts. But he likes his boiled peanuts froze. He'll freeze them and take them right out the freezer and eat them out the bag while they still froze. Last time you was competing was in high school. Man, I got bashed on Facebook about that pen the other day. Peanuts acquired taste. Yeah, man, I like them. Now, I don't eat them boiled. He eats them boiled. I like mine warm. I'll take them out the freezer and let them thaw out and heat them up. But man, they hammered us on Facebook about the weld on that pen. I started to make a few more posts on it showing how much that weld actually holds, but I figured why give in to them and bicker back and forth like a bunch of teenage girls over it. The South can be weird. Ice cream goes in the freezer, not peanuts. Well, now I do put them in there to store them because we can't eat them as fast as when we put them up. Not their stuff, let them bicker. That's what I said, David. If all of our stuff got that kind of attention and views and interaction, we'd be doing good. Hey, backcountry survivalists. Appreciate you dropping in. Peanuts go on top of the ice cream. That's right, Britt. I never told nobody I'm a professional. I can just melt two things together and they normally hold. The good part is, about me being honest, if it breaks, I'm going to show you that too. So when something we weld or fabricate tears up, I'll let you know that the same way. You an outdoor channel. Good deal. Where you located at, backcountry? Shop teacher use Bondo. Jack of all, master of none. So you ain't weird, you eccentric. You still in here? Backcountry? Where you located at? Where you make your videos and stuff at? You gotta talk to us. Mr. Steve, you the black sheep of the family? Hey, Smith Family Ranch. Dembeck Farms. I appreciate y'all guys and gals coming in. Managed to make it out of quarantine. It's getting rough. Just if you'll come get a spectre to sign off on it. Hey, Patch of Heaven. Oh, it's colored sheep now. We might take on a project putting the with getting a few goats again. When I started with livestock, we had goats. And we might go back into messing with a few. Beer stores are stocked, you good. Yep. That's what I just said a while ago when I went to my refrigerator. I know I'm fitting to have to get out because I'm getting low. You can't run out. That'll be bad news. We're just woolly hamburgers. Man, we had probably close to 250, 300 head at one time. And man, that was tough to keep in. But with getting rid of a bunch of our cows, we want to diversify and have a few more irons in the fire. But with the price of cows, I just don't see me continuing that route. Not that I have to get rid of them, because I don't have to. But at some point, you got to make a good decision too. Not that you have to, but because you got to use your head at sometimes. Do it soon. You've heard rumors suspend the alcohol sale. If they suspend alcohol sales, it's going to get a lot worse than it is now. It's your friend Steve. He's the only one with his head on straight. We're right. That's right. He lasted one night and the coyotes eat him. Had no liquor store. Buy all you want at the grocery store. Yeah, Mr. Steve, I'm excited to try it, bud. Well, there's Ted. Somebody was asking about you and Brian earlier, and Brian come rolling in, and I forgot, and I saw your name, I remembered it. I told him y'all probably done moved on to greener pasture. Y'all was tired of messing around with us. Ted's wife probably quarantined him. Got him locked in a closet or a basement or something. That's why he's on. David says, hey, Tess. That's right. We can all start calling Ted Tess, y'all. All right, Ted, you got to hit the thumbs up. I ain't seen it go up since you've been in here. I can call you out. I can't call other people out. I can call the ones I know out. Not for the same reason as everyone else. I didn't even see Country Gal. That's because I never turned my phone on live chat. I keep forgetting all these steps, y'all. Y'all got to forgive me. Well, if Country Gal's in here, I don't see it. But hey, Country Gal, I appreciate you coming in too. And there you go. The thumbs up just went up. So either you or Ted hit it. I don't know which one. I'm going to say it was Country Gal. No, it was Ted. Ted said it was him. All right, that means Country Gal didn't hit it yet. You hit it as soon as you join. We're going to punish Brian if we all think it was you. Empty stores and people laid off of work. No, Ricky cleaned your chainsaw with toilet paper. I told my wife to pick up some more while she was out. And she told me no, she wasn't playing that game whatever, like everybody. You was thinking about doing a video on today. Hey, 69 Druth. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Well, the governor here in South Carolina made an announcement at 4 o'clock, and all the schools in South Carolina is closed until the end of the month. Excuse me. Pretty much all the colleges, private schools, and everything is closed. It sure is, Ted. There's a lot of unknown and uncertainty going on right now. Your kids are off until April the 17th. Well, they just had they had a first confirmed case in Myrtle Beach. I think that made them jump off the ledge or whatever they done. Yeah, that's what a lot of them's doing here. They go into that online. That makes you wonder why couldn't they do online all the time instead of having to pay so much to go sit in a classroom. Wow, Ted, they closed y'all to the end of May. My son was on spring break last week, Smith family. But now theirs is canceled until they get. I don't know how he's gonna be able to do his welding stuff online. That's kind of got me pondering what's that gonna work. I reckon he could put a live up and practice welding on the live stream. I reckon. Shane's going back to work. I've gotten behind on the comments, y'all. I'm sorry. 9 cases so far. Rocky Run, y'all's governor's on TV now. Yeah, like I said, the main thing that concerns me is the supply chain, keeping everything around, not necessarily for me or my family, but for the other people that live all around me and all of us other farmers. If all this stuff, the supply chain gets broken because of schools and everything closed, and they're not able to supply the stores, and that could possibly turn into something real crazy. The governor here, Britt, said that they making a bunch of changes for the amount of school days that they have to go and trying to change stuff around. So I don't know what that means about the days that they miss or the credits that they're supposed to earn. I don't know. Stay away for a night. I'm trying to keep up. Damn, Beck, I can't. Y'all know we slow here in South Carolina. Hey, Michigan hay sales. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Spread manure tonight. Well, y'all must be steady commenting faster than I can read. It is kind of scary, Smith family. People gonna start taking your cows, country gal. Hey, Babbitt's Farm. That's the first time I've seen your name. I sure do appreciate you coming in. Cut a month off the year. They don't get it done in the normal time. That's where dogs and shotguns come in. You busted the axle on the spreader. Y'all, I'm trying hard as I can to catch up. Your wife asked if you had a bunch of ammo. What did somebody say? Y'all, everybody let's comment so Jackie can't keep up. We're doing good, Babbitt's Farm. I hope you are, buddy. Smith Farm. Now Smith Farm telling me I'm slacking. I ain't slacking. I'm caught up. Look at there. Time to talk slow. Y'all just don't go fast. The wheat looks good. Everybody, look at Gordon. See, I figured that's what somebody done a while ago. That's better, David. Y'all going slow now. I can keep up. Butchered another bull. The meat was sold in 2 days. Good deal. Hey, IH100. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us if you haven't. Helps us out with the analytics or however all that works. Tried to help. Michigan Hay Sales, you done commenting, you gotta dry the tractor, but you listening. Good deal. A lot of deer eating. Might have thinned the herd. You can make a killing with freezer beef. Even though we gonna thin our herd way down, we're not getting completely out. Mark said make sure y'all click that like button for us. Michigan's LEDs. Yeah, we ordered LEDs for the 5140. I looked earlier and I think they're gonna be here either Wednesday or Thursday. So if they don't come in until Thursday, it won't be in a video this week. It'll be the following week putting them on. Being that close to New York is actually adventurous right now. Ground beef sales works. Hey, Backcountry, I asked you a while ago where you located at. Where do you do your filming? And you be doing hunting videos? What you be doing? If you was back in Virginia, you'd be hunting every day. Franklin County. City folks know how to cook. Hey, shit happens. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Well, guys and gals, it's been about 73 minutes. You reside in the 5th largest city in the U.S. Yeah, it is, Ted. Well, I appreciate all y'all coming in and chatting with us. The live's at 7:30. It's going to be 7:30 again next week. In a couple of weeks, we're going to move it back to 8:30. But I appreciate all y'all guys and gals supporting us here at Gerraldfarms, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you follow us at and support us. But I appreciate all y'all coming in. Have a good week, and we look forward to seeing all y'all next Sunday night. Have a good one.